Levels are weird, and I think levels are some sort of cognitive hack. Frankly, I think it's one of these things that somehow people are program. It taps into a deep programming to status and pecking order or something. It's pretty odd. It's actually not a design pattern I'm very fond of. And for really the main reason is that I think it can work extremely well for a period of time. And for me, anyway, I reached a point after maybe 4 or 5 years of pretty serious playing of MUDs and I guess very early MMOs, where I just couldn't do it anymore. The grind and the got to build up your character and just that sort of that loop just ceased to be effective anymore. It felt like it was a very sort of, it didn't happen slowly almost. It just felt like a piece of my dopamine system just said, look, this isn't going to work anymore. You've got to find something more interesting. Because of that, we didn't put levels into Puzzle Pirates. In fact, few of our games, most of our games, avoid a single experience-based progression level. And in Puzzle Pirates, we had a totally different take on it, which is, I think, has helped the game be very successful, but has also made it challenging, which is that the player's actual skill in playing the puzzles, their actual personal skill, gives them a rating, like a competitive chess rating, against all the other players in the game. And that's very compelling because it means your actual skill is being exercised and you can actually compare yourself in a real way against other players, and you can know like, oh, that guy's Grandmaster, well, he's going to beat me if I'm respected. Well, there's a good chance of it. And I think that's been very successful, but it's also hard because if you do badly, the other day I was practicing my distilling and I booched it and my rating went down and I was sad. I was like, this is harsh. But then I played more to get it back up again. Some of these things still work, but the single experience-based level, I think is, I think to me, I just associate it with killing, weevils and were-rabbits and giant were-rabbits and just that kind of very kind of grindy progression loop, which is understandably still very compelling. But again, if you look at the very long term for MMORPGs, World of Warcraft, most of these games, they have a leveling curve that really is just kind of a precursor to the end game. It's like your buy-in. So yeah, it's fun and compelling, but the actual game after the first year of play, which I know sounds vaguely absurd, but for WoW now, people have been playing the game 6-7 years, no problem. The game in that end game is about items still and your group and your experience of working together as a group.